Hey guys, it's Ryan Stewart here, and today I'm going to talk about venturing versus licensing. So if you have a product and you develop something, you have two options. You have the option to develop and venture and manufacture, okay, so that's one. Or you have the opportunity to license to a manufacturer, brand, a company that already has, substantial track record and has the ability to get your product into big box stores really fast. So, first I'm going to talk about venturing. You have a product, you want to get it out, and you decide, I'm going to manufacture this product. I want to manufacture it, I want to market it, I want to, everything. That's great. I hope you have a lot of money and a lot of connections and a lot of time, because that's what it's going to take. A lot of people underestimate the amount of time, the amount of money, and the amount of connections and headache that it's going to take to venture a product. But again, I'm not trying to turn you off from it. Maybe you have all that and great, that's the way to go. But if you don't, that's not the way to go. Do not try to venture a product. So venturing, let's say you have a product that costs you $1. Okay, it costs you $1 to make. That's great. It's a cheap product. And let's say you're lucky enough to get into the Walmart or Target or something. Well, they've got thousands of locations. Your minimum order is going to be like 100,000 units. Okay, something crazy. Can you afford to drop $100,000 or more up front to manufacture 100,000 of your products and then wait 3 months, whatever, however many months it's going to take them to reimburse you and purchase? Because Walmart is not going to just send you a check before they actually get your product. Okay, you're going to have to send them the product, and then eventually you're going to get a check for it. So can you hold out? That's the question. That's the first question. But let's take a step back. How do you get into Walmart? How do you get into Target? Do you have the connections? It's not just a phone call. Chances are you're not going to call Walmart and go, hey, I've got this really cool trinket. Do you mind selling it? It's not going to be that easy. So it's going to take a lot of work just to get to that point. So if you have another job, a real job that's paying your bills and supporting your lifestyle, it's going to be difficult. Okay? To go big, to sell to a big box store. Let's say you don't want to sell to a big box store. Well, that's great. You can sell at craft fairs, you can sell on Amazon, you can sell to, boutique stores. That's great. Maybe you don't want to sell 100,000 units. You want to sell, 500 units. Well, great. Then do it. Venture your product and go sell it at some craft fairs and be happy. That's awesome. But if you're looking to make decent money and truly make this into something that supports you and does everything that you want it to be, and you don't have the money, the resources, the time to venture yourself, then licensing is definitely the way to go. To license a product, you're going to develop it. You're going to possibly get patent or patent pending or provisional patent or something to get a little bit of protection. Then you're going to start calling companies and seeing if they're interested in licensing it. And it's a numbers game. Chances are you're going to call a lot of companies and you're going to get a lot of no's. But assuming you have another job, a full-time job, then that's not a big deal. How long does it take to make a couple phone calls? Every day you make a few phone calls. And eventually, Lord willing, you will get licensed. And if you get licensed, then great. Now you have an income coming in about 4 times a year. Every quarter you get a check, a royalty check. Royalty checks can range from 0.25% to 25%, okay? There's quite a large range. Your average royalty is usually in the 5% range, but again, there's really not an average. It could be across the board. There's a lot of factors that we'll talk about in a different video. So anyways, let's say you get a 5% royalty and you're, the company that you license to has connections with Walmart, Target, you know, Bed Bath & Beyond, wherever. I mean, any of the big box stores, you're going to license to a company that already has connections with them. They already have systems in place. They already have manufacturing, marketing. I mean, they've got it all. All you're doing is you're renting them the idea. You're saying, I developed this product. Would you like to rent it from me? And for that, they pay you a royalty. Let's say it's 5%. Every time they sell one, you get paid 5% on the wholesale. How great is that? You're done. You came up with this idea, you licensed it off, you gave your baby to someone that can really take it and run with it, that has the connections, that has the deep pockets to get the supplies, you know, stocked so they can make these, you know, supply these big orders that Walmart, Target's gonna make. And you sit back and you go on vacation. Maybe you go here, you know. I mean, I'm sitting on the beach, right? You know? So maybe you go to your next product, you know, maybe it's, you've got the one going, it's providing that steady stream of income, you know, hopefully every quarter, and you move on to the next product. Or maybe you still got your full-time job, that's what you do, you license on the side. Great, you got royalty money coming in for your fun money, okay? Whatever, your rainy day fund. My point is, you come up with a product, you license it, you're done for the most part. Venturing, you come up with a product, now you gotta manufacture the product, now you gotta sell the product, now you gotta, you know, distribute. I mean, then you get returns, you got customers that don't like it. It's major headache. Employees, insurance, rent, you have so many different variations. And keep in mind, I mean, the percentage, you know, profits from a product, you know, maybe it's 20%, you know, 25%, you know, I mean, personally, with all that risk, I would rather take that 5% and move on. And that's why I do what I do. I develop products to license. I don't have any interest in developing a product and trying to venture out and manufacture it. I developed a few products and I thought this will be great. I'm gonna manufacture these things, I'm gonna sell them, this is awesome, I'm gonna wear every hat that is required to do this. And then I was turned on to the whole licensing game and realized, you know what, I'm an idea guy. I am not a CEO type that wants to stick with one thing and really develop that one thing. I lose attention very fast. I develop a product, I try to get licensed, and then I move on to the next. Okay? So, and that's what this business is. It's all about the numbers. You get products, you call everybody you can, you try to get licensed, and you move on. Okay? Maybe you tweak the product, you call everybody again, and then you move on. So, that's what it's about. So I hope this gave some understanding on licensing versus venturing. There's a lot of other factors that come into play. I am not shooting your dreams down of venturing and manufacturing a product. If that's what you want to do, more power to you, okay? This is my own opinion. I personally love the licensing game. It's a dream come true for me to be able to license a product and let them do what they do. And I do what I do, Think Up Products. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like this video and share it, and look for my next video. Thanks, Brian Stewart here.